Hi, welcome back to Self-Wired Happiness. My name is Monica. Here at Self-Wired Happiness, we unlock the secrets to a long, happy, and successful life. On our last episode, we looked into how we can reprogram our minds. We now know that where energy flows, neurofiring flows, and where neurofiring flows, neural connections grow. We know that if we want to create happiness, we have to put our energy and our attention on things that create happiness so that we can create a beautiful mind. If we've already created a mind that's not beautiful and happy, we know that if we do not place our attention on those thoughts and emotions that are negative, that we are going to lose those neural connections, because when it comes to the world of neural connections, what we do not use, we lose. In this episode, we are going to see the levels of consciousness. We are going to see what you can do to move from a low vibration to high vibration. How can you move your energy from low vibration to high vibration so that you can achieve more in life, so that you can attract love, you can attract wealth, you can attract happiness. So welcome back. I'm going to give you a story. So one of my friends, when she was pregnant, she was having her first child, and surely the first child came, and this child had to be very independent because the mom was a new mom and she was all by herself. So when this kid got hungry, as she grew up, when she got hungry, she would bring us the plate to let us know that I'm hungry, or she would bring us a cup to let us know, oh, I need water, I'm thirsty. This kid understood that the mom was not very attentive. She was a new mom, she didn't know a lot about kids when they're hungry, how to time it, all that. So anyway, she used to bring us utensils to let us know she needs food or water, and that's how we would just give her whatever she needed. She knew to do this for her. She knew how to do this so that she can get her needs met. So that willingness to remind us that I'm hungry, made her survive. Anyway, because we were not so attentive, the kid learned how to be more independent and sort of leaned in so that we can help her grow. That's funny. But sometimes when we grow up with parents who are not attentive, we tend to develop independence. A lot of first-born children, I have noticed, are also very independent. They know how to fend for themselves. Never forget how to fend for yourselves. I think it's a very, very nice skill to have. Okay, when we go to the levels of consciousness, we have levels of consciousness. We have 0 to 700. 700 being the highest level of consciousness that we have. 75% of the people are between 0 to 175. Let us look at the levels of consciousness from 0 to 75. So 0 to 75, we have emotions of shame, guilt, apathy, loneliness, and grief. When you have these emotions, you are inactive. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to make calls. You don't want to do anything, because these emotions are taking a lot of energy from you. They are literally draining your energy, because these are low vibrational emotions. They take your energy away. They take your mental space. They take your body. They take your heart. They take everything away. So you don't want to get up, you don't want to eat, you don't want to do anything. They are inactive, low vibrational emotions. They are dangerous emotions. If you live with so much guilt and shame, you want to die. You literally want to take your life away because you don't want to move on, you don't want to continue with the journey. This is where, if you feel any of these emotions, you need to get help right away, because you're in danger. Your mind is disturbing you. I have dealt with grief myself for a long time. My brother died and I was feeling guilt and shame and grief. They were all just together because I felt like he died in a children's home, and I felt like I didn't do enough to make sure that he received the help that he needed. I didn't push the staff to take him to hospital. I should have went there and did something to just let them know that his time was running away, because I was talking to people and they were telling me that his condition was serious and he didn't have a lot of time. And I think I didn't really push it, that make sure he gets to hospital, make sure he does all this. He died when I was 15 and he was 13 years old. And for a long time, I carried that in my heart and in my mind. I would see his photos, I would cry. I hadn't resolved these emotions a lot. They were very, very disturbing. I went through neuro-linguistic programming, and they helped me distort some of these disturbing memories so that they were less painful. There was a willingness on my end to want to heal myself. But I know sometimes when you're stuck with the grief, especially, you truly do not want to move on because you're feeling guilt and shame, like, why am I here and my loved one is not? I don't want to move on because they're not here. These low-level emotions, just know that you need help. You need help, and you're experiencing emotions that take away of your energy and take away your mental space, and the only way to get out of them is to get help. These emotions want to isolate you, and once you're so isolated, you end up creating disease in your body and you end up dying. I don't know why we have a mind that does this, but this mind wants to isolate you and kill you. So you have to learn how to go out there again and get the help from the people that are alive and moving on with life. So 0 to 75, it's very low energy emotions. They're taking your energy away from you and you're inactive. You don't want to do anything. Obviously there is no success here because nothing's getting done. Let's look on to the emotions from 100 to 175. From 100 to 175, we have fear, desire, anger, and pride. This is hyperactivity. Fear, desire, anger, and pride. You're just hyperactive and wasting energy. You're just desiring something. You have a lot of fear, so you're not channeling it anywhere. You have a lot of pride, and we know people who are prideful, they don't want to do things because they are better. It's above that level. But just look, from a level of consciousness, you're still very low because of the pride. And here you're still wasting a lot of energy. So some things get done. It's not like when you're stuck in the inactive group. Here at hyperactivity, you still get to do some things, but you're mismanaging energy and wasting a lot of it. Remember, we are energy, frequency, and vibration. Here the frequency is a little bit higher. From 100 to 175, the frequency is a little bit higher than 0 to 75, but it's still very low, wasting energy. There is no productivity here. If you want to move from wasting energy to productivity, from 200 to 400, that's when we start becoming productive. Let's look at the emotions that dominate this level of 200 to 400. From 200 to 400, we have courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, and reason. These are the emotions that dominate this area of productivity. Some people take liquid courage so that they can get courage to do what they want to do in life. That's where liquid courage comes from. I'm not blaming you if you drink a lot to gain courage, but you need to move up. Some people smoke these days. It's about smoking weed. I think they start smoking courage too. You can even start moving to willingness and acceptance and then reason. At least you're productive. It's 500 to 700. These are the best emotions. We have love, peace, joy, and bliss. When you meditate, you can move into bliss, a state of where your body just feels happy. Your body literally vibrates and you can feel that vibration of joy and happiness and bliss. Most of the emotions that we feel, we just have to practice them. We have to practice love. We have to practice kindness, compassion. We want to raise our vibration by the thoughts we think, by the actions that we take, by the things we tell ourselves, the things we tell, how we encourage our friends. We want to raise that vibration because we want to get into bliss. Very few people live in blissful states. The monks who meditate for a long time, they've actually been able to change their brain waves so that they are vibrating at higher levels of energy. I had one of my meditation teachers, he was telling me that he was dreaming one time with donkeys that were singing and playing instruments. Some of us dream like we are being chased by something at night. He's dreaming of donkeys playing a musical instrument, having this blissful state. It's a whole different ball game for these people who are living in enlightenment and bliss. They are not even having dreams that we have. They are having dreams of a beautiful, beautiful world that we cannot even imagine, and they're having that in their dreams. Talk about sweet dreams. These people are in a whole new level. They have created a beautiful, beautiful mind, and that's the mind that they are living in. I want you to know that you can create the same because science tells us that where attention goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, neurofiring flows, and where neurofiring flows, neural connections grow. I am sure if there is a willingness for you to be happy, you're going to be happy because where there's a will, there's definitely a way. I want to wish you happiness in your journey to happiness. I want you to keep subscribing into this channel because we build neural connections through repetition. When I keep reminding you to be happy and you keep practicing to be happy, you're going to get into these high levels of synchronicity and happiness because you're going to be cultivating a life that is just beautiful and happy. Thanks again for tuning in to Self-Wired Happiness. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, namaste.